Hello everyone, I'm just recording a video showing the area I'm camping. This is my tent, and this is my first kind of lean-to construction. Maybe people will call it a lean-to construction attempt, but we are expecting rain here, at least ready for rain for the next 2 days, so I'm just recording a quick video. This is probably where I'm going to be staying for the next 2 days, and maybe 2.5 days, because it might rain on, I think, Sunday morning as well. So that's tied with shoestrings, the top ball there, and so I could spend too much time in my tent, hopefully, but this is my tent. I'm a little bit concerned that, well, I'm concerned that I might run out of battery power, so I'm just going in this direction here to the left of the tent. Over here is a creek, which is important because you'd be looking for the water to kind of drain into this, away from wherever you're camped, so you don't have to stay in a puddle. This is a creek, and as far as I know, it either leads to the trail or it basically does. The trail, as well as a lake area, is in that general direction. I think the lake extends, well, if I'm recalling correctly. This area here is actually where I came in from. I spent a good deal of time investigating the area to see if I could find a good spot, and I ended up going back sort of to an area I passed by. I started over in this direction, and then I moved here. If I had just come up here earlier on the trail, I would have come to this area. That's what I mean. So I'm not going to spend too much time over here, but this general area, wild down in this area along the ridge, is where I came in from. It's a mossy environment with lots of birch trees. They're white trees, and I think that's pretty cool, because I was hoping to camp in an area with birch trees. So that's that direction. Just trying to be quick for direction. I've been in generally in every direction for at least 2 minutes or so. So there doesn't seem to be anyone around. There doesn't seem to be many, if any, human footprints that aren't mine at this point. There seems to be evidence of big activity with scratches on this, the bolt coming down, but maybe not necessarily, but there could be some bear activity, potentially. And going back over the creek now, one of a few creeks, which is in this general area. Definitely feces from either moose or caribou. I guess maybe deer, but I haven't seen many, if any, deer, so I'm going now the opposite direction from the tent. Down this way is the trail. It's the only way I haven't been yet, but it leads down to the trail. So that would be the general path up. This is a dried out creek on the other side, but if it starts raining, it might not be so dry, and it's good to have. As you continue, as I continue, there's some ferns along the ground. It's pretty leafy. Maybe I'll grab some more leaves and put them on my tent, soften it up. We have a active creek, which comes down this way, and this area is more leafy, you can see, but you still have the birch trees. So I'm probably going to go as far as I did in the other direction here. That's this area. I didn't see any garbage from people. I didn't see any evidence of someone trying to have a fire. So as far as I know, not only is this not private property, but it's pretty isolated. I'm not far from a town. Hopefully, I would put in the description what town I'm at, and I can probably, hopefully, in the future give a location. So, you guys could come check this out if you. This is down the creeks and Dry Creek and Actor Creek type of area. And so this is in the opposite direction, which you can see the sunlight coming. This is west. We're heading west now. It's a tent. Heading west. And I'm gonna try to get through here quickly. This is the most difficult part of the trail to get through, other than in the east, where the ridge is getting down. Imagine that would be steep. There's a lot of trees, still alive trees. It's a seemingly pretty dry area. And try and get this done, and then that may be the end of the video to save the power that's left in the camera. But I'm going generally the opposite way of where the ridge would be, downwards from the creeks to the trail. I'm heading now west. And so this is not the easiest part to traverse. It's just a little tree. But if you manage to get through the other side, let's see, this quickly, the force cut changes, it becomes more spacious out here. Get a better angle. Becomes more spacious out west, and this is, I think, a tree that kind of stands out. Potentially what you could do, and you should always be safe doing it, is you could, even though the ground's a little bit uneven, maybe find a way around it. You could stick up large sticks on either side of this tree, and you could kind of make a fort. So you'd have an area that way. But yeah, it's not that flat in here. This area is pretty small tent. Also, we have these growing. I'm not sure what they are. They're kind of interesting. I have them growing closer to the tent as well. That's pretty much it. That's the site. Probably gonna be here for the next night and the night after, and then after 2 days here, I may spend the morning as well, and then in the afternoon of that same day, I may head down to Stephenville and probably resupply. I have a good amount of food to eat, so I should be okay to stay here, provided that I don't overeat or an animal doesn't take food, which has not happened, but before, but you know, bears have taken food. Here's an area. I don't think I saw this. I think I missed it. This is a very large area under a tree. And I'll just quickly try and get to my tent and end this video in about 30 seconds. It's going to be really fun going back here. Well, go like exploring on your own, but it's easy to get lost. So let's see. Oh, I guess I'm proving my point. Here's my tent over here. I hope. Ha! I'm proving the point. I ran earlier. Or not. I know they have to go east, and if I go onto the ridge, I'm too far. So natural barriers like that can help you. Well, let's see. Natural barriers can help you, such as creeks, ridges. It's also good to not do what I did and deviate from general path of maybe, like if you can't, like just 2 meters, don't go a meter to your left or a meter to your right. That would be preferable. Anyways, I don't think I've been to this area necessarily. But in any case, the tent and my attempted lean-to is there. This is the area I plan to spend the next 2 days in. A lot of it will unfortunately be in the rain, so I don't know that I'll really be out of the tent much at all. These paths you see here, if you can see them, it's possible that hunters made them or explorers made them, but it's also just as possible, right, that deer, or I would say based on what I've seen, caribou made them, or moose. Imagine a moose walking through, how they would make a path. I do see actually human footprints that are not mine, because I did not go through the mud, so someone else has been here at some point. Not sure how. I don't have a prediction on how long ago they would have been here, but anyways, I think that for the sake of battery power, and maybe to save myself from the embarrassment of walking around here, I will turn it off pretty soon. But it shouldn't be an issue to find the tent, as it's set up. It may have been the first time I saw evidence of human footprints, and I would say that those were not mine. It's understandable that someone else would come up here. Alright. Anyways, this will probably be the only video from this site. So hopefully, you guys have got to see what it's like here in Western Newfoundland. I would say it's a drier environment with more pine trees. In terms of the geography, it doesn't seem like they have the wetlands that North Central and Eastern Newfoundland have. It looks kind of like a fallen broccoli. Does it not? Anyways. Yeah, so that's the area. And these are kind of the sights and sounds you can hear some of the time as well. I will attempt to find my tent. It's around 7:30 their time. So I do have an hour, 2 hours. So, when the sun sets here. Anyways, goodbye. Thank you for watching.